Hello guys, welcome back to our new video. In this video, we are going to start our new chapter of maths, chapter number 3, coordinate geometry of class 9th. Okay, this is the video of chapter number 3, coordinate geometry of maths class 9th. This is the one shot lecture. This chapter was very easy. So you will this chapter is all about this only this thing is present in this chapter only, so you have to just learn and read these things. Okay, and I am going to explain all the thing: abasica, ordinate, origin, 1 2 3 4 quadrant, then minus okay, minus plus this. Okay, we will do talk about on whole chapter. This chapter was very easy and it will be complete in this video only. There are only two exercises, and in first exercise only these types of question are there, so we not need to do exercise 3.1. We will directly move on the exercise 3.2. So let's start with chapter. In this chapter we have to learn the graph, but in different way. Let's see. They have told two lines, x axis, x axis as well as y axis, they both intersect. It is known as origin. Okay, it is known as origin. And the x-axis is known as abasica. And y-axis is known as ordinate. So y-axis is known as ordinate. There are when these two lines intersect each other, they make four surface: quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant number 3, fourth quadrant. Okay, so there are total 4 quadrant when these two lines are intersect, and the intersecting point is known as origin. Now this is positive, this is negative, and this is also negative. So as in exam they have given a question in this way. I am giving examples at backside, but you have to remember, in equation you have to write first of all x then y. You have to write xy in any situation. So in first quadrant the x-axis is positive and y-axis is also positive, both are positive. Okay, then in second quadrant x-axis is negative and y-axis is positive. Now in third quadrant x-axis is negative and y-axis is also negative, so both are negative. And in fourth quadrant the x-axis means this x-axis is positive and y-axis is negative. Okay, you have to just learn only this. Okay, this is the whole about chapter. So this was very easy chapter and very scoring chapter. You have to need to do some questions and some practice in this chapter, and you will get full out of in this chapter. So let's begin with examples. If question will be asked in this way, 2 minus 4, so we know that x y, so 2 will be x. So where is the positive x? Okay, here. So positive, and here is negative. So we know that y axis is in here x axis is positive and y axis is negative. So 2 is here and y axis minus 4 is here, so we will join it. Okay, now let's do another example. Here minus 3 and 2, that means x axis is negative and y axis is positive. So what will be the point? What will be the point? Here x axis is this, x and y, x axis is this and y axis is this. Okay, so 3 and 2, here we have done it. Now let's move on the example third. 4 5, 4 5. So what will be the what will be the answer? 4 is, both are positive, that means x and y both are positive. 4 is x and 5 is y, so 4 is here and 5 is here, so we will join both of them. Okay, here are the some examples. Now let's take an example of minus minus. We have not taken an example. Minus 2 minus 3. Okay, minus 2 both are negative, x and y both are negative. Minus 2 is for x axis, means for that here, and minus 3, so downwards. Okay, okay students, you can see the examples. In this way they have given the question about on this graph and you have to answer on that. Okay, and this is the scoring chapter, so you can score 100 out of 100 or 400 out of 400 in this chapter. Okay, and this is not hard chapter, it is very easy chapter, and this is not chapter by which in exam 1 or 2 marks question are asked. No students, there are 4 to 5 marks question are asked in the exam about this topic. So I am giving just IMP notes, so I am giving advice to take a screenshot and copy down in your notebook. In textbook this all things are given in 4 to 5 page and I have just written in only one page. Okay, so you can write and take a screenshot. Okay, okay, I hope that you have taken a screenshot. Now let's do exercise 3.2, because exercise 3.1 is on representation of graph and we have done over here. Okay, we have done over here, so I am not thinking that to waste our time, because exam is near and we have to complete our more and more chapter in less time. So not wasting time, let's start with 3.2. Okay, let's start with 3.2. Let's start with 3.2. Okay students, so I hope that you are able to know what is about the chapter, and let's start with 3.2. So students, we are on exercise 3.2 and exercise 3.2 is also very easy. So I have not note down in my notebook. We will just do it directly into the textbook, because the answer is one word. 5 to 2, 3 2, axis y a b c, like this answer are there. So we will not waste our time. So let's start. In question number 1, what they are saying, write an answer of each of the following question. Of 1, what is the name of horizontal and vertical lines draw to determine a positive any point in the certain planes? Okay, so what they have said, horizontal and vertical, both horizontal, vertical, horizontal. Okay, so which they are, that means y axis, x axis as well as y axis. Okay, x axis as well as y axis, this is the horizontal and vertical line. Okay, I'm thinking that to write answer in notebook only, so write the answer in notebook in beside. x and y. Now let's move on the question number 2. So what is question number 2 is saying? What is the name of each of the parts of the plane formed by these two lines? That means they were saying how many parts that I have told in the introduction, that when they pass together and intersect at the point, they form four planes: first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. So they form four planes. So we will write first, second, third, and four quadrants. Now let's begin with question 3. Okay, so what is question number 3 is saying? Write the name of the point where these two lines intersect. That means they have said y-axis as well as y-axis as well as x-axis, which they are meet. That point is known as origin, and this is the point which is known as origin. So it is known as origin. So we have done question number 1 of 3.2. Now let's do question number 2. See the figure 3.14. That means this figure. Take a screenshot, okay, and solve the question on about it. So what they have said, the coordinates of B. Coordinates of B means, what is mean by coordinates of B? That means the B is lie on y-axis and x-axis, which are, okay, wait for 2 minutes, students, wait for 2 minutes. Okay, the y5, okay, I hope that you are able to see. 5-axis is lying in okay, B is lying on which the point of y and the x-axis. So B is lie on -5 and +2. +2 is on y-axis and -5 is on the x-axis. So first of all we will write like this: -5 2, -5 2. Okay, we will write like this. Students, wait for 2 minutes. My camera has been fault. Okay, it's set, it will not move. Sorry for disturbance, students, it was my fault. Okay, so here it is our answer, -5 2. Now let's see question number 2. The coordinates of C, that means coordinate C. Where is the coordinate of C? Yes, here we found out. Coordinate of C is 5 as well as -5. So -5 is lying on the x-axis and 5 is lying on the x-axis and -5 is lying on the y-axis. So first of all we will write 5 -5. Okay, here it is our answer. So let's move on third. What third was saying? The point identified by the coordinates -3 and -5. That means both are minus. That means third quadrant. -3 is on x-axis and -5 on the y-axis. E is found out by the coordinate -3 and -5. So we will write E. Okay, students, these types of question will be asked in your exam. So do not that much of practice that you will do in chapter 11, 9, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 10. Okay, don't do that much of practice in this. You have to do just some questions of this chapter. You have to find these questions from Google. to do some practice. Okay, so let's do question number 4. The points identified by the coordinate 2 and minus 4. 2 is x-axis and minus 4 is y-axis. So what will be the answer? Okay, this is lying in which quadrant? Yes, students, this is lying in fourth quadrant. So 2, we have found out 2 on x-axis and minus 4. Minus 4 on y-axis. G is our answer. Yes. Now let's see question number 5. The abacika of point D. Abacika means, what is meant by abacika? X-axis. Yes, students, x-axis. Abacika is x-axis. Okay. So on abacika, which point is lying? On abacika, which point? Wait for 2 minutes, students. Wait for 2 minutes. Okay, students, I am back. Abacika of point D. Where is D? Yes, we found out D. So abacika, we know that abacika is x-axis and ordinate is y-axis. Ordinate is y-axis and abacika is x-axis. And they have told the abacika of point D. That means D is lying on x-axis and what it is known as abacika. So on which point the D is lying? So 6. So we will write 6. Okay. So the ordinate of point H. Where is point H? Okay, we found out H. Ordinate. Ordinate means y-axis. So don't remember x-axis. Don't remember x-axis. Just remember y-axis. Just remember y-axis. In which point on y-axis the H is falling? On minus 3. Minus 3 it was falling. Minus 3. Okay. So we will write minus 3. Now let's see question number 7. The coordinates of the point L. The coordinates of the point L. The coordinates of the point L. Where is L? L is over here. It was lying on y-axis. It means the x will be 0 because if it was lying on x-axis but no, we are not able to see because from origin it start. If it start with here, we will write 1 5. Start with here 2 5 3 5 4 5. But it was starting with 0 2 5 on y-axis. So we will write 0 on the place of x-axis and where it is h 5. So we will write 5 in a place of y-axis. So last question of the exercise and end of this chapter, the coordinates of the point M. Coordinates. What is meant by coordinate? We all know that. Where is M? M. Okay, M is here. M is here. Okay. So coordinates of M is on x-axis. It was lying on 3 minus. No. Yes, 3. It was lying on minus 3. So we will write minus 3 and no, not on y-axis. So 0. In a place of y-axis we will put 0 and in a place of x-axis we will put minus 3. So I hope that you have understand in which way the question will be asked in this in exam. And this chapter was very easy that a first or second standard student can not first second but a fifth or sixth standard student can also understand this. So you have to just remember this. Just do practice by yourself. And remember these notes. The chapter is on 7 to 8 pages and in which they have introduction of this graph I have just put it only in one page, okay students, all the things I have put it over here. So here is our question, here is our chapter number 3, coordi- uh, geometry. So I hope that you have liked the video. If you like, share and subscribe. तब तक के लिए जय हिंद, जय भारत.